Next, we're going to move on to what we call powers of products and quotients. And this is what I mean. This is how it looks like. So for example, if we had something like a squared in a parentheses to the, say, third power. So the way this works is that inside the parentheses you have already a power function or a power variable here, like a squared. Okay? But then what you're doing is that you're doing that to the third power. So effectively what this becomes is a squared times a squared times a squared. Okay? Now, before what we're doing is like when you multiply like two bases, like when you multiply two powers like this, a squared times say a squared, alright? You just add the two numbers, right? So it's a plus a, 2 plus 2, so a to the fourth power. However, when we do something like this, a squared to the third power, it doesn't mean that we add 2 plus 3. What we're really doing is we're multiplying. So to prove this is, what is 2 times 3? It's a to the 6. Now we just said that a to the second power to a squared to the third power, alright, means a squared times a squared times a squared, right? So since we already know that when we multiply like bases, right, that we have to add the powers, right, the exponents. So what's 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. So instead of adding, adding the number, we multiply the number. And that's really all it is. So let's try another problem. Let's try something like, let's see, 5m n cubed to the third power. Okay, so here, since we have a number and we have two variables, right, we have to take each one separately. So in other words, when we take the number, we make that 5 cubed, because remember we take each part separately. So when we take the 5, we cube that because it's this whole thing cubed. So it's going to be 5 cubed times, now we just go to the m, it's going to be m cubed, because m is also m to the 1 power, so 1 times 3 is 3. Alright, then we have n cubed, right? Now, remember, instead of adding, what we do is multiply, right? Right, so what is 3 times 3? And 3 times 3 is 9. So let's expand that out. So 5 cubed is, well, 5 times 5 is 25 times 5, which is going to be 25. Carry the 2 over. So 125. So the final answer is going to be 125 m cubed times n to the 9th power. So whenever you have multiple like variables and numbers, alright, and the whole thing is like cubed or to a certain exponent power, what you do is just take each component separately. So for example, we take the 5, we cube that. We take the m, alright, we multiply 1 times 3, and then we take n cubed, and then we cube that, so it becomes 3 times 3, so it becomes n to the 9th power.